Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to the Fall of the Dungeon Guardians. So, last episode we had our glorious battle with the boss of level 7, the Barbarian King. I think he was the king. At least the local lord. And we defeated him, and then we cleared the other side of the dungeon. So now we are up for this one. And actually just took a little time to regenerate the life of my backline guys. So now that that is done, let's do a quick save and explore what's up here. See if it's similar in design or if it's different. It already looks different. So let's there's some minstrels over there. Mad minstrels. Anything here? Nothing, obviously, nothing on the floor either. Okay, so they seem to be standing there. These are casters. Let's see if we can provoke them. Also, ooh, map. Wow. Hey, check out the map first. Game is paused. Okay. Finally, we understand what's happening. Also, I might have missed a secret room over here. No, actually, I did explore it because it's actually fully scouted. So I actually do like the two levels of map discovery. One, just auto-mapping of what you have found, and then the second one to get a full overview of everything. Which you sometimes have to work a little bit for to make it happen. So this was the Grand Arena. We came from there. It's kind of a dead end over there. We passed through here and we have yet to go here to the east. But at least now we know where everything is in relation to each other, and likely this just falls back so we can close the door here from the other side. And it doesn't appear like there's a lot of things we missed. There's a small connection here, it seems. Might be something to the side here. But I think this is the room where we picked up the treasures. We'll just have to see. At least we have a map, so I'm very happy with that. Also, we got these guys. Let's see if we can make them waste their mana. Hello, everybody. Thank you. It's so nice to manipulate some of the naivete in the AI. Hey, I can't right click on this to console. Okay, now I can. Hey, weird. And since these guys are pretty... Okay, so... I think the latest patch broke something that if I enqueue an ability, I can't right click to change my mind. I actually have to unclick, unpause briefly to do it, it seems. Now I can. Okay, that's very weird. Thunderclap, rent, Thunderclap. Put a heal seal on, put another land incantation on, and then suck out some souls. So we can make this a brief battle. Also, you are taking quite some degen. Here, have some extra health. On top of this. So, like that. At least all aggro has been transferred, so that's a very good thing. Okay, that's the first one. That's next. Okay, so all the debuffs are off, some of the heals are queued. Life's good. And thanks to last incantation, our primary tank is still healing, even though we're not actually actively doing anything. So something's there, something there. Are we casting auto attack? No. Probably need to do a volley of arrows then. Okay, yep, he is gonna die. just from the whole AoE-ness. Auto pause on the enemy dev, nice. Hey, it now actually says why it auto paused. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Hey, Frostbolt, let's kick you. I don't like you casting stuff, so I won't allow you to cast stuff. Works perfectly fine that way. So I think I need to reorder this a bit to do some double shots before we actually send a volley of arrows. Oh, it's most likely that we don't do a volley, but we'll end up doing a sniper shot on whoever of the two is the last one to keel over. Let's see. Alright, fast heal, sure, why, don't care. And I switched aggro to my healer. I'm not a big fan, so let's taunt. And let's fix that. Empty queue. Oh, I so much like this. Why it auto paused. Actually, it's one of those things that once it's in there, you can't imagine how you ever played without knowing why things left auto pause. So it's funny how that goes. Boom, auto queue, empty queue for you. Sweet, sweet, sweet. And you are dead. Okay, so we didn't loot anything. There's some healing to be done, so let's be careful. Okay, so they were in here. Were they guarding something? Or were they just loafing about? Well, obviously the map is something of note to guard. But was that everything? Well, for now, I don't really have a reason to assume there was more. Here we couldn't pass through. So let's check out what's in the room here to the side. Let's do a quick save again. Something is moving there. Let's double check. Okay, so this actually branches off to the side. Hearing something. Seeing something. Imperial Knights. Okay. Boom. So we open up with a thunderclap and just basically the usual. Last incantation, more of those. Double shots, rain of arrows. These guys are pretty tough, so let's actually dual curse before switching targets. There we go. Start a battle, sure. Rip, rip. I should have interrupted it. On the other hand, smash is so much more satisfying to interrupt. Okay, that one has been dual dotted, so we switch. Dot dot. Review the queue for the other ones, so double shots, more heals, requeue these. So it's nice that Thunderclap's gonna go next because aggro is slowly starting to shift a little bit. Okay, that's one. Aggro has been divided, even though Thunderclap's been interrupted. Okay, that means that's just ratio. That way we force aggro to be synced. Aggro has once again shifted off of the healer. This is not a good thing. Okay, also we dotted all the things. Kind back. Yes, you. Afterwards, let's do a Hellfire, because then we got two of them dotted, the other one just being hit by AoE attacks and such. Okay, you open up with a warning shot. That's probably the best I can do right now. And just hope we don't get interrupted on the Thunderclap, because that's the only group AoE we've got left now that Rachel is used and we've gone over it. And that was a smash, just instantly killed him. Okay, well, that's good. One of them died. I think we need to change our priorities slightly to, because we no longer have a lot of tanking capabilities. We actually just need to finish them. It's gonna suck a little bit in... Okay, so again, I can't right click to unqueue abilities. That's very annoying. Okay. Okay, so we changed it just bolt. We need to make him dead. And it needs to happen yesterday. Just to reduce the number or the amount of incoming damage that we get. Excellent. Okay, so you are the weakest, so you will die first. Let's see. Okay, so let's put a dire plague up just to balance that one out. Actually, no, I don't. Let's just continue blasting through. So you want to... let's go for that. I have quite some tanking capability here. Smash, we interrupt it. Okay, you are dead. We can switch targets. So it seems like if I switch targets, then I need to pause on pause to actually make myself be able to cast at the new target. That's... I don't know, it feels off. Continue with Rand, since you're just gonna fall over. I mean, he's bleeding. 3 health left. Also means this one has no point. Just do a sniper shots and then regular shots afterwards. Okay, we killed him. We leveled up on the main tank. Let's do that after battle. We kill him. So that's not quite bad, right? With a full group, no healer. Okay, Ring of the Hyena. Let's do a Call of the Quiet Spirit while we level you up. So what's left? Let's see. We can increase ratio to increase all damage done by 25% and lowers all damage received by 5% for 20 seconds when casting a ratio. Okay, that's pretty decent, I suppose. Let's see, what am I gonna get? Deflect the first incoming projectile in the next 6 seconds. Ah, spell deflect. Interesting. That way you can willingly or knowingly tank things without interrupting. Foresee this being useful with spiders with the poison venom, the frostbolts of the minstrels. Let's see, devastating. When the devastating ability damages its target, it also damages another nearby enemy by 25% of the initial damage. Stacks twice, so presumably that's gonna go up to 50%. That's pretty nice actually, because then you get a AoE damage, and of course damage also causes aggro. Retaliate, immediately retaliate when blocking a strike and damage the attacker by 8 damage, AP based. Produces a bit of extra threat, also raises by 25% the healing done by Holy Atonement. I think Holy Atonement is a Paladin skill, isn't it? Holy Atonement. Casting Holier Barrier also heals you for 23. So that's if you have a cross-class synergy thing going on. Well, for now I'm mono-classing this. So this is potentially useful, but in Rage I only use it to pull aggro when other people are endangered, not necessarily for him. And my tank is not necessarily a strong damage dealer, but I do like Retaliate, because I block quite a bit. It does a bit of extra damage, which is not the main thing. The extra threat is very nice. So that will, if someone is attacking me and I block things, it's gonna keep the aggro up, basically just reinforcing the aggro that you have already got, which should aid in not losing aggro as much. Also, I think Arms Master might be useful at some point because, well, I can always do a bit more armor. But for now, I mean, I've already boosted my block chance here, so I might as well go for Retaliate and maximize my gains here. And in the meantime, everybody has healed, so let's hit a quick save. So, monsters were patrolling here. What were they guarding? Is that a question? Anything on the floor? It's always so very dark. Have to look very carefully. Nothing here. Nothing obviously on the floor. No obvious buttons. Not I can walk through. Okay. Nothing behind the grate either. Okay. So for now, let's assume this was just a random encounter. There is enemies on the other side there. They are patrolling. Hello there, Imperial Guard. How are you today? Yep, have a thunderclap. And then he rent, and then another thunderclap. While we perform a last incantation, some soul sucks, and we put the necro seal on. And we concussion them, and these are tough guys, so once again go dual curse with rotation. Oh, shield bash, I was a bit too late there, I accidentally hit space twice. Didn't really want to do that. Yeah. On the other hand, these guys, they go down pretty quickly. Quicker than I was expecting. Boom, next. Hey. Curse 1, curse 2. Volley of arrows is nearly done, so let's queue up 2 more of those. Okay, there we go. Shield bash, let's interrupt at least one of them. So far, so decently. Your queue is empty. So let's go with Hellfire. Just cause a little bit of trouble. I think for you we need a volley of arrows in the queue. Boom. Next up, also your queue is starting to empty out a bit. You no longer have the last incantation going on, but it doesn't really matter since health is good. And we can put some, let's see, go 1 torment, 1 shadow ball. Okay, and we get some aggro, and we lost it again. That's going pretty well. Okay, final one. So we cancel volley of arrows. Instead, we perform a sniper shot. We should actually just do a devastating shot as well, a warning shot, so we get full 5 ticks. Makes a sniper shot more powerful. And for you, we probably wanna, whatever, just cast shadow balls. It's time to go completely nuts here. DQ that one. And you're gonna be dead very soon. Excellent. So, time to recover a little bit. So, we have 2 rooms to investigate. Okay, minstrels with some knight as guardians. Ooh, potions. Interesting, this is almost like a corridor you can walk through, rather than just a small alcove. Okay, enemies are patrolling in here. Let's see, night, minstrels in the back, come on. Minstrels, yes, frostbolt, yes. Okay. Okay, they wasted mana for 1 frostbolt. And we wasted more mana for another frostbolt. How far can I dodge this still? Probably more. And like so. Okay, excellent. So they wasted all their mana. Hey, they are grid bound. They can't actually get out of here. Interesting. Yeah, so, Thunderclap. Rend. Thunderclap. Kick one of them down. Necroseal. Incantation. Soul Sockets. The huge. Oh, also, I probably should aim for these guys, since they will be the most annoying if they are allowed to continue. Get the minstrels down, but quickly ignore the guys trying to interrupt everybody. They're spreading their damage now. Don't like it when my aggro is not firmly established. Also, don't go after my backline. Annoying gits. Yeah. So we establish that, establish that, establish that. Are we shooting a volley of arrows? Yes, just to a full load of this. Fast heals going out, we can't interrupt it. Already did a hellfire, so let's just throw shadow balls around. Let's go for spike damage. Let's end this. Okay, we have another minstrel. We go. Let's review our queue. Oh, we have an interrupt. That's nice. If he was actually doing something interesting, which he's not. Okay. Okay, so there's only one target remaining. That's gonna go for my medic. So let's taunt him. And then we go back here. Fast heal. I was too late for that, I suppose. Yeah, I was too late. Too bad. Okay, ability queues are emptying up. So let's refill. Let's see, do it once, then do a volley. Cast more shadow balls. Boom! Another level up, always good. And then we finish this. Also means there's no point in doing AoEs. Boom. Okay, pick up amulets, wait for some regen, and have a look at what we just looted. And I forgot. There we go. Also, we leveled up. Let's do that first, and then we go for gear. Okay, so Ranger. We have this bottom tier unlocked. What can we do here? Marksman increases the damage of sniper shot and double shot by 4%. And your auto attacks successful hits have a 2% chance to grant you a 1 streak point. Okay. So there's 1 in 50 attacks adds an extra streak. Well, the thing is, of course, these attacks, they are often on a cooldown. And I have a habit of queuing them up. So presumably, in between every every ability shot, a standard attack will follow as well. So this stacks 3 times. Yeah. So it's very likely that this is going to end up on 5 or 6% chance, which is not too bad. Repeating shots. Your ranged auto attack has a 3% chance to send a second projectile. Also not quite bad. Frenzy Streak. Your auto attack's damage is increased by 1% for each streak point you currently have. Okay. So consider my standard rotation in single fights. I have 0, 2 or 4 and then I use them up. So the average is going to be 2 streaks, so that's 2% for each point I spend in here. And again, if I stack this 3 times, it's going to be 3 times 2, it's going to be 6%. So it doesn't really feel like a lot. This one, 3% chance to send out a second projectile. If I add it 3 times, it's going to be 9 or 10%, depending on how it rounds. So it's going to be a full 10% extra damage rather than a 6% extra damage. Marksman. Once I put 3 points in this, then sniper and double shot are going to be 12% more powerful. So that's already a clear win. And your auto attacks successful hits have an extra chance to grant you a streak point. So from these 3, this one looks I like it's the clear winner without a doubt. What did I skip here? Maim then kill. The instinct shot critical hits trigger maim then kill, which raises sniper shot damage by 20% for 18 seconds. So instinct shot is my standard one, so basically this helps me deal with single targets, because I don't use instinct shot unless dealing with single targets. So basically this is going to be for boss battles. For 18 seconds. Basically the cooldown of this is 12 seconds, so I always have the opportunity to use it if this triggers. Just have to know when it triggers. But presumably a temporary buff or something will apply that has a cooldown. But also requires I pick up hunter tracking, lowers all your trap by 5%. So that's quite an investment. I need 3 points to max this. So for now, marksman is the clear choice, just because it doesn't actually do much. Ooh, what's this? Playing possum. You pretend to die, removing all your threat against all enemies, but this stuns you for 2 seconds. Okay, play that. That works. Let's move it off to the side a little bit, just so I don't accidentally click it when I don't mean to. Okay, let's have a look at loot. Crit chance and haste and hit chance bonus. It's not a strict upgrade for anybody, so for now let's skip it. What's the other one? Stamina and parry. That looks like a tank thing. That's for you. So I would give up 3 strength for 1 stamina and for parry. So the 3 strength will lose me some parry, but it will also lose me some damage. So let's see if we switch this. I lose 0.2 damage per second. What's going to be the impact on parry? I gain 0.1 parry, and of course I gain 5 life. So lose a little bit of damage, and gain a little bit of defensibility. Let's go for it for now. Let's okay, and this one. Crit and hit, that's gonna be either the ranger or the warlock. They care most about crits, but they would have to sacrifice too much, so it's not worth it. Okay, well, let's we can actually look on the map. Where are we? So there's a little bit here, there's a little bit there. And I think this is a nice point to call it. The episode has actually been going on for a surprisingly long time. So we now finally know where we are, which is always good. So that prevents some unnecessary mech tracking and things like that. So next episode we'll unveil the last bits of the level, or maybe there's actually going to be something left. Depends a bit on how much there is left to unveil. I mean, if you compare it, level 6, it filled the entire map. And so far I've been walking around on a relatively small section of the map. There's something over here that I still need to find a way through. I might actually be able to get back there now that I've defeated the boss. I haven't paid attention if he dropped the key or not. So we definitely need to check that one out. Then there are a couple of rooms here. Presumably this chain is gonna send me past here. So I probably want to check this out first. Either way, that's going to be for next episode. So I thank you very much for watching, and hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.